I think that was like 1 second, actually. That's my fault.
Hello and welcome to Whose Turn Is It Anyway? A show a bunch of casual players play Dungeons and Dragons not so casually. I'm your host and Dungeon Master Garrett, and this is our campaign, Ashana Rising. So last time in the Ashana, our group of adventurers were off to save the queen, or so they thought, as they dove into this desert temple thing, fought off some monsters, jumped down a hole, figured out there was a trapped hallway slash door, so they kept blowing up Otto's Echo for a while,
Yeah, rude.
um, which all proved to be a distraction from the real threat of counterspelling our and counterspelling slash dispelling our um, buffs, which is actually real rude from Calxador and friends.
Yep.
It was so rude of him to do that.
Um, Walking in, they realized, oh wait, the queen wasn't really kidnapped. It was all a ploy to get us down here or something. Um, so then Kelxador is like, "Hey Issa, come over here so you can be transformed as a here for us." And Issa is like, "Eh." And then the group started fighting the bad guys. Eventually, thank you, Pencast. Have a good evening as well. Let's see. After that, fighting ensued. First, Mira tried to mind control Issa to just doing what they wanted. That didn't work. So then Kelkstore just weakened her mind enough for here to just take over anyways. That seemed to work. But don't worry, but Otto was able to kill Mira pretty quick to end things off. They learned that Kelkstore has a fun little power where a lot of his damage seems to be healing immediately as his blood goes back into his body and his skin stitches back together. Very cool, Kelkstore. Very cool. But last thing that happened is Issa on Issa's turn rather, Zahir took full control of Issa, claiming back all of the power that was gifted through Issa to the various players, dealing lots and lots of damage to people.
Rip Mida.
Oof, ouch, owie, my bones.
Including probably killing Mida off screen, but very visually killing Rui in front of the party. Notably, one thing I did forget to mention is that the two snakes in the corner here, so I guess everyone can see this except for Poppy. They both the gem on their gem on their forehead and their eyes began to glow red. As soon as that happened, you can have your own implications on what that could mean at your own convenience.
Do they look familiar to Hugor?
The snakes?
Yeah.
No. I'll just say that. They're stone snakes that are kind of around the room.
Oh,
6 spots. Yep, 6 spots in total. Again, just to throw out the further implications, you know that Issa was told she needed 6 sacrifices or something.
Hey, yo.
And there are a party of 7 you, 6 minus Issa. But anyways,
But if we just kill Issa, does that make one sacrifice?
Oh, and Issa got a grand total of 625 temporary HP, or Zahir, I should say, from all of that.
Yeah, and Poppy definitely didn't shoot at her before she was possessed. Who would do that?
Everyone said Poppy was crazy for that.
We need the grappler.
So anyways, on Zahir's turn, Zahir.
I'm not playing my character. Bye. I'm not culpable. Bye.
Zahir here used their bonus action to do that. Zahir says,
Bonus action to kill people?
Yeah.
Fuck that.
Zahir says, seems this group was a little sturdier than I thought. Only accomplished.
Sorry, I won't do it.
Only managed to kill 2 of you on that by claiming back my power.
You thought I would take healing from her? I mean, she's terrifying.
Yo, actually, can we just leave it at 2?
Yelxador, get the elixir ready as I kill off the rest of them. And cast Circle of Death.
What does that do?
If you're within 60 feet of Issa, which is everybody, make a Constitution saving throw.
Yo, we know how well this goes for Otto.
Minus Rui. Again, rest in peace. Rest in peace and peace.
Yo, what are we trying to
I will
beat?
also be joining you in hell. I got a nat 1.
Okay, cool.
What makes you think I'm in hell?
Oh,
The Shadow
yeah.
Plane.
I'm
Well,
great grandmother.
it was just
Fun fact about that, Rui. Because you never let me talk to you about your great grandmother.
Hey, you never brought it up again. Right. Who are, let's see. My minus 20 is out of the 4 of you still up.
Under 20?
Under 20.
I think that's Hugor and Poppy.
Both under 20? What was your con save?
Under 20 what?
Con save?
18.
18. Poppy lower than 20.
Yo, Godric, you rolled a check, not a save.
It's the same. It's the same modifier. I realized it was the same.
22, baby.
22. Godric.
20.
DC was 25.
Oh my god.
DC's 25.
Sure was.
Is this a spell or magical effect?
It is.
Advantage. Baby, let's go. Fuck! Nat 1. Alright, so.
Hey, nat 1 gang.
The reroll? No?
It's a 20. No.
Anyways, everyone will take a full 14d6 necrotic damage. It's only 51. Those are some low rolls.
51, he says.
Okay.
God.
50.
Alright, we down.
I'm quartered.
Unless.
Because I'm still.
51 damage?
It's also half for you because of it's necrotic damage.
Yep.
Oh, it is necrotic.
So it's quartered. It's quartered, right? Because I'm still.
Oh, the warding. Yeah.
Humorously still active.
Let's go!
Then do I take the damage also now?
You trim your temporary HP. Yes, you will if you'd like to keep track of that.
Yes.
Cool.
What was the damage
So
again?
what was the total?
I heard
51. 51's the total. So unless you have resistance to necrotic damage,
No, not innately.
you take the 51. Godric, you get to quarter it because you are an ASMR. So the half happens first, and then
25, and then.
Yeah, or 26. Either rounds up.
So
13. Godric, you take 13. Issa, you take 13 from your tep.
Let's go.
Yep. That is the
Now we're
damage he
gaming,
takes, and I
boys.
take the damage he takes. Yep.
Otto, are you at 0?
I am at -8. Yep, so I'm dead.
Dude, this is a thing where you die outright for once.
Oh.
That's
So,
regular
Otto,
circle of death.
it's regular circle of death. Hugo, you said you're at 0.
Circle of unalive.
Was that a yay or a nay?
Yeah.
Poppy, you're still up?
Yep.
Godric, I assume you're still up?
Yep.
As you see, Hugo and Otto both fall as snakes swirl around the room, making it very. It's not treating it as darkness or any kind of sight impairment, but swirling around the room is just dark snakes flying around. You all.
Do these go away?
The illusions and the unicorn do go away from Hugo's.
Wait, what did the unicorn do?
If a healing spell is cast, it would have healed an additional 9.
Ah, okay.
Gonna try to spam, like make people not dead.
Nice. It would have been great, you know.
Did you make a roll for Puff, by the way? Puff needs a concept as well.
I did not. I don't know what his modifier is. Do you?
I can figure it out quickly, but
Unicorn spirit go away, or is it
go ahead and roll and see if you think it'll even be 25.
It goes away.
Oh, well.
I think it goes away.
It will not be 25. Puff is out, I believe.
Probably has less than 51 HP. Yes, I can.
Yeah.
Rip.
It's 5 plus
Sad.
5. It's 5 plus 5 times your ranger level. So your ranger level is not. It's exactly 50. Oops. Puff disappears. Now weirdly, Poppy, when that happens, he does not become an arm bracelet again. And you see, Poppy.
The spell's so powerful you lost a class feature. Congrats.
No.
Poppy,
DM said, please respect.
as you see Puff disappear, and since again how Puff has been described in Ken as a soul dragon, basically something that bonds to your soul, you feel kind of a bigger extension of kind of the depression Poppy has felt for like a week now. You feel that, and I guess you don't see it. Everyone else, Godric and Godric, see. Sorry to look around the room to remember. You see a third snake start glowing.
Oh, okay. You're just trying to see how much you can emotionally destroy my character.
Sorry.
Is that the game?
Sorry.
Ooh.
But anyways, that is Zahir's turn.
Oh yeah, we're in turn order. It's just really bad, guys.
Don't worry, the arrow's still in Zahir / Issa's feet. Godric, your turn.
Alright, I'm casting Spirit Guardians.
Assume only designating Poppy as don't kill, or your party members, I should say, in general.
Yeah, can I do that?
Yeah, you make you have to. You can make as many exceptions as you want. I don't think there's a limit.
Spirit Guardian's perfect.
So you can't change it afterwards. So whoever you accept now will still be affected later. So it only really
everyone but Issa and Kelxador.
right. I was gonna say that's the only thing that would matter if Issa were technically freed. But
Issa or Zahir?
I mean,
well, he only sees an Issa.
Yeah, technically, I guess I wouldn't. Well, no, didn't Zahir announce his presence just now?
Oh yeah, I mean Zahir is speaking through Issa. That is very
Zahir
clear.
is here, so.
So if I could just designate Zahir, I would like to do that, since Godric and Issa have decided to trust one another.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I'll do. All right, so that's going to be a Wisdom save from Kelxador.
Yep, and Issa, go ahead and roll it for me, Carson.
Then
I'll tell you what.
I should know.
Just roll yours, and I'll tell you what's added on top.
Wait, what?
Okay. And that one. I'm not joking.
Nice. Kelxador got a 22. What's the total, Issa, on that nat one still?
For wisdom,
Yeah.
9, or excuse me, 8.
8. So it's a total of 18 for Zahir.
Okay.
It still does half damage, I'm fairly certain.
Yeah.
Yeah, Spirit Guardian's perfect.
I'm looking at this. Hold on. Oh yeah, there's the designation. First time it. Okay, so I can just cast it and then like do a little shimmy here to hit. Okay, cool. I was like, I don't know if I'm hitting Issa right now, but yeah. It is 17 DC.
Okay, so they both pass, so it'll be half
Yeah.
damage.
Half. All right.
Okay, I also had advantage on it. Yeah, it would have been higher. It wasn't that one.
Wow. Okay. Whew. I thought that was 2 ones. So that'll be 8 damage. Already have 8 radiant damage.
All right.
And
notably, Kelxador does not heal from this.
let me
Got it.
read
Hey, yo.
thing that I have. And I'll just go ahead and apply the extra 9 radiant damage to Kelxador.
Okay.
because it does not specify that I have to hit it with an attack. It just says when I deal damage with the spell.
Yep.
And then I'll bop him with my spiritual weapon.
Mm-hmm. Go for it.
Buck Kelxador in particular. That's going to be a 22 to hit.
You will use shield
All right.
and block it. As a pool of blood on the ground is, again, pushed up and blocks the weapon.
Cool.
That's
all I can do.
flavor.
That is it, Godric?
Yep. I believe. Yep. Action, bonus action. Yep. Cool. I'll be right back. Not very long. But yeah, that's my turn.
It is now Kelxador's turn. I'll wait for Godric.
You can't hurt him. He's just off screen. You can't hurt him.
You said you're gonna wait?
I'll wait for Godric.
That's scary.
Terrifying.
Oh no, he's gonna role play at us.
And then
Bingo card, bingo card, bingo card.
Kelxador takes control of Godric, and then
Would you count Puff as a party member death for my bingo card?
up to y'all, I suppose. Up to the vote of the party.
Wait, what we were knocking off the bingo card?
Now who?
Party member death? Puff just died? The dragon?
Max, sorry about that.
Puff just died.
Yeah,
Anyways,
that's a party member. I'm counting it.
That's hurtful.
Kelxador.
What? That we're counting Puff as a party member?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Oh,
Come
that-
back to it. If it
Maybe
matters,
he's
like,
not dead.
All right, fine. We won't cross it off. We'll keep it.
tentative.
Anyways,
Thank you.
Kelxador casts Power Word Kill
I see.
Oh.
on Zahir.
Yep. Trying to kill Issa.
Okay.
And you hear, as he casts the spell, Kelxador says, "I'm sorry, Issa." As Zahir / Issa falls over dead. As temporary HP is not regular HP for the purposes of Power Word Kill.
Damn, I can't put Kelxor metagames like that.
I know, right?
That guy's smart.
Oh, also, at the end of my turn, Kelxador takes 5 necrotic damage, or radiant damage.
Cool. Boing. Boing. Okay. Oh, Kelxador died then. That's a joke. It was a joke.
Yes!
It was a joke. It was a joke. Anyways. As Issa's body falls to the ground, it cracks and breaks, turning into her and all of her possessions turning to dust and sand. As the shadowy snake ghosts rise up and start swirling about the room. But not in a sort of menacing way, more in a wail of anger that quickly disappears. Except
Sidor?
for...
Oh.
That was
Are
here.
you saying who disappeared? Okay, sorry.
Issa / here. And then Kelxador casts Soul Cage, pulling out one soul.
Double action?
How many souls can he cast a turn? Oh wait, souls. I meant spells.
Rui, you come back to life at 1 HP.
Do you think he's angry we killed his queen?
Roll a d20.
Me?
Yep.
I roll a d20.
Yep.
Oh, shit. Where's D&D Beyond? There it is. Oh my gosh. D20. Oh, I forgot that you have to actually hit roll after you select it. That would be an 11.
11. Okay. You come back with no apparent side effects.
Yeehaw.
No furthering of the black-tipped wings or anything of the nature.
Oh, okay.
Otto and Hugor, you both rise with 1 HP.
Where's the stipulation?
The 3 snakes around the room all disappear. Or the glow disappears, I should say. They don't disappear. The glows fade away. Poppy, you feel on your arm the bracelet of Puff reform. And the soul that Kelxador plucked slowly starts to form. It basically looks like he has grabbed onto it, essentially. And it slowly begins to form in the middle of the room into a ghostly vision of Issa. Who, again, body not here anymore, but...
Rip Issa.
Oh, I marked it.
Mm-hmm.
Bingo! No, I'm just kidding.
And Kelxador says, again, I am sorry, Issa, but this was the only way to kill Zahir.
Am I able to respond?
Yeah.
Oh, sick.
Well, I'm not going to say out of initiative order because y'all could change things quickly. I'll say pause in initiative order. So if you all want to do anything out of initiative, you can. That is not attacking, healing, talking. You guys can talk.
Talking is a free action.
Talking is a free action. Anyways, but yeah, go ahead.
You. I don't understand why or what happens, but you coerced me through all of this. You mean this is for a greater good?
That is correct, Issa. My mission this entire time was to kill Zahir. That is the long version of it.
Just the Adventurers Guild, man.
This mission was approved by the king. To give you all... Yes, he did.
Oh.
Anybody gonna insight it, or do I have to?
Anyone is welcome to insight if they like.
Can I insight from the grave?
Yes, you can insight from the grave.
I mean, I'm gonna insight, but like, I'm attributing whatever low roll I get to me chopping off the queen's head.
16.
Yep.
14.
16, 14. Any other numbers people want to call out for insight?
11. Bad roll. Terrible.
12.
Okay. Good. This is the party I love to see.
Yo, I actually made a good roll with no.
I have a plus
with
9,
no mod.
Oh,
I have a plus 0.
16.
Hugo, would you like to take your hand at it?
I got a 16.
Okay. Everybody across the board, given the very nature of this guy trying to kill you, and the shady nature of it all, hard to trust. You don't land on lie or truth. It is kind of, it is mannerisms or words. One thing that I will convey to the group is that he does. One thing that does stick out is that he is showing sadness. Not necessarily remorse, but definitely sadness for the actions. Go ahead, Poppy.
So we were all just pawns to be killed and revived at the king's leisure?
That's parts I may have understated the danger to the king.
So you are responsible for all of this.
I suppose, in a way.
You are the one who procured the artifacts through which Zahir tethered onto my soul.
Zahir was already tethered onto your soul. The artifact itself was more a method of him applying his pressure and power. But unfortunately,
power killed my friends.
Fair enough, but they are here now.
Yes, looking at my ghostly, translucent, force ghost hand, I guess they are.
I can understand that you all do not trust me, but before I tell you the full story, I will show one sign that maybe I am a bit more what I seem, I suppose, as he creates a portal. Not directly behind him because there's a bonk stick there.
Yep, and he's gonna get bumped. My spiritual weapon uses its reaction to attack.
But let's see if I pulled the right model. Yes, I did. If it'll load. As through the portal steps someone that both Issa and Hugor might recognize as King Amarkin.
The one that we were told died.
That you were told by was killed via Queen. King Amarkin. It is dealt with. I am sorry, but your queen has died in the conflict. She will not be serving any time, unfortunately. King Amarkin says, I am greatly saddened by this, Kelxador. But I am glad this is all over.
Is it? I didn't understand that we were all finished here. I mean, you've just decided to play games with all of my friends and kill us, and I'm still looking for reasons not to keep shooting at you.
Well, besides the fact that I would have to protect myself and kill you, the long story of it all is Mira, it's a very picked up Issa off the streets at a very young age, converted her to be a faithful disciple of Zahir. Also, that she could one day be used as the vessel for Zahir's emergence. A weapon a weapon passed down through Queen Mira's family for generations until the right moment, per se. Something that Queen Mira was reluctant to use until the war with Crate. When Crate declared war on Eka, she sent Issa on a mission. And again, Issa, feel free to interject if if you have questions or if anything feels like a lie to you. But sent on a mission to spy on Ashana and the Adventurers Guild. Look for any opportunities on any apparent involvement Ashana might have in the war in the desert, or any opportunities to get Ashana on the side of Eka. I noticed Issa's power from her adventurer exam and decided to investigate, I should say. From our very first meeting, Issa, I read through your minds, found out about your secret mission for Queen Mira, and decided to use this opportunity to contact Mira. Contacting her, she slowly brought me into her plan, I should say, over the next 2 years. She required me to a bit of trust, telling me about the artifact that I gave you. Something that she said was very important to her overall plan. And that she needed you, Issa, to go out on missions and spread Zahir's power. Something that she was not very forthcoming on what that meant or how it would affect other people. Something that I slowly observed over the next 2 years as you interacted with the Storm Arrows.
Something you didn't reveal either.
That is correct. I slowly figured out through my own observations and the little bits that Queen Mira let slip that a few things were true. One, King Amarkin had no idea about this plan. At this mention, King Amarkin nods his head. Queen Mira did not kill the King of Crate, as was believed. The poisoning that started this entire war, and the big reason, I should say, that the King of Ashana has been reluctant to get involved in the desert, not knowing which side was right in this war. And that Issa was an unwitting pawn in all of this. I spent the next 2 years studying if there was a way out of this answer. But unfortunately, this was the only one I could come up with after all of these years. See, Zahir transformation and emergence is a two-part process I learned from studying the Queen's methods and ritual. One was needing a willing, or faithful, I should say, devotee such as Issa. They needed sacrifices to make this emergence happen, and also the potion to ready the body. But if Zahir were ever to take control of Issa, like he did there before taking the potion, he would be mortal. A only opportunity to kill Zahir. A god that I and the king believed would seek to conquer this world. So my only solutions were to kill Issa before all of this, make Zahir work for another few years, finding another faithful disciple, or use that slim opportunity to kill Zahir in Issa's body while he is mortal. Issa was assigned to you all's group by the Queen's pressure that Issa needed to go on more adventures with a group that would take on the power without question. A group that would be whose souls would not have been strong enough once the ritual was enacted to resist the sacrifice. And that is the parts where you all came in. From reading all of your summaries and the adventures you had so forth, I figured that this was the only group of adventurers who could take on this sacrifice. Fortunately, not a great calculation, as he gestures to Rui. But for the most part, seems to have worked out.
Oh, yeah, only one person's dead, so I guess it's completely fine and we should just forgive you.
Well, she is back to life now, but...
Your words, not mine.
But yes, if my killing of Zahir failed, yes. You all would have died. But frankly, the entire continent would have been killed for Zahir's purposes anyways.
And if a
Doesn't
whole
excuse
continent were
it.
killed, you wouldn't be able to ascend to the throne and see Osari.
And that's the first time you see Kelksador look confused. As Kelksador says, "What do you mean by ascend the throne of Siastari? As far as I know, have abandoned my culture, and there are 5 other competent enough successors in front of me."
Such as Neldog, the elf slaughtered.
What do you mean slaughtered? What did you let happen at the Silver Stars Festival, Lisa? Make inside checks around the board if you like.
I got a 16.
Okay.
No, I only got a 26. 25.
Oh.
Only a 25. Okay.
14.
14. Okay. I have a 25 from Hugor. Any other outstanding insights people want to throw out there?
I mean, I guess I'll try
26.
myself, but
26 from Godric.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I've been muted for a while. I don't know how long.
also a 26.
Oh,
Also a 26. Where was
It's making me look bad.
Otto? You gonna try for insight check?
Oh yeah, fat 11.
Nice. My 320 ups. You all realize that Kilkador's being truthful, in that he seems to have no knowledge of this apparent slaughter. Seems to be very taken aback and surprised by this, whereas he was. His demeanor was much more of a saddened elder explaining the situation to a bunch of children. Now he's very surprised by this new information.
Yes, the demon god who visited Yodan paved the way for your secession. There are no other heirs before you. To the Elven throne, it seems. All this transpired whilst I was on my date night with the deck. And he's not
Nice.
a particularly great date, may I add.
I assume Videk trusts me even less now. In truth, Issa, that was my one moment of weakness, sending you on that. In truth, I was kind of hoping that Videk might just kill you, so that I would not have to. A moment of weakness from me, even though I was pretty sure it wouldn't happen. Thought it might be a possibility to get out of this, after all. But of course, it would have only reset the timer and was not best for Ashana. But that was my one moment of care for you, I should say.
I can't see that as care.
Because I did not think I could bring myself to kill you, Issa. Through these past 2 years, I have learned to grow quite fond of you.
You've pontificated onto me from the shadows. You've used the shadows against me, keeping me in the dark. You've allowed me to bring so much harm into the world that, had I known, I never would have been a pawn. I was always manipulated all the way through. I don't even know where my mission ends and I begin anymore.
And I am truly sorry for your lot in life, Issa. But
Fix it.
I cannot
Sorry, but
Issa.
Hashtag get wrecked.
The only fix I can give you is whatever lies beyond in the afterlife for you. You were a part of this plan long before I got involved. Anything I had told you as a hero or Mira would have learned. And I couldn't risk that. So I kept you out of the shadows. Out of the planning and plotting. Because sometimes it is easier to be the pawn than the king moving the pieces in the end. Being the one who, at the end of the day, is truly responsible.
So are you positing yourself as the king on this board? Or do you pass the blame up the chain?
I have kept the king as much in the shadows as I could. As I said, the king had no knowledge that any of you all could get hurt in all of this. All of the king knew was that Sahir was a threat and that my plan would kill the god. I did not even tell him that you would not make it out either, so. The king had no knowledge of the sacrifices necessary to make this happen. One advantage, I suppose, of gaining the king's trust for all this years. He doesn't look too deeply.
Very well then. I suppose in the end my life was not all for naught. Some good came of it all.
It is true, Issa, and this is the one thing I can give to you, even though it is not much for your sacrifice. The king had told me that once this is all over, and I had proven the Ekka's innocence in the assassination of Kratos, that he would get involved in the desert and negotiate peace. And I declare to you that that will be my life mission as well, to ensure that the Yanti people will not be subjugated to any more pain because of plots from the shadows.
Just put I gain some solace in knowing that my people have escaped some of the pain and prejudice of this world. They have all been used in the Queen's game, I suppose. So,
Yes, and
only this, Kelpsador. If our
yes,
god is no more, then what sort of afterlife can possibly await?
I cannot guarantee you what afterlife you may fall into, but I do know and say to these witnesses in this room that you were, at the end of the day, a good person, willing to make sacrifices, but never wanting to hurt anybody. And I believe that should be enough to gain peace in your afterlife. Isn't that right? As he turns to look at a new visitor in the room. No, it won't be this big. Hold on.
Poison? Kill it? Poison?
As you see,
Really?
as you see, don't worry, it's immune to radiant damage.
Dang it!
As you see a appear out of fire, the phoenix, much smaller this time, observing the situation. And Rui, you see the phoenix look at you with a intelligence that makes you think your great grandmother has been watching you over this entire situation. As the phoenix nods at Kelpsador's words, it vanishes as quickly as it appeared.
Come back, Lucian.
Wait, the Phoenix is gone?
Yep.
Oh,
Rip Phoenix.
I wanted a pet.
Yes, it does seem that the Raven Queen sought that to kill you herself, Issa, but only to stop Sahir, her greatest enemy, from rising. Knowing what you have sacrificed to defeat that enemy, I'm sure the Raven Queen will find you a spot in the afterlife, befitting your station and nobility.
how am I to trust the Raven Queen? I don't even understand. I never understood anything about my god. I don't know their conflicts. All I know is we were marked as enemies. Is such a century and world-spanning feud over? Truly?
Is it was the thing that Darkon warned Satella not to say was that there are no new gods and that it's all just the Raven Queen? Is that what it was?
So Rui and I think you are probably the only two people who know that.
Yes. Okay. I was like, do I tell her to make her feel better in her last moments?
Everything's coming up, Raven Queen.
But should it?
The actual response is Kelxidor saying, I suppose you lose one unknown for a new unknown, Issa, as I am not sure what's beyond and who you can trust on the other side.
Right.
But your moments are fleeting, Issa, if you have anything to say to these companions of yours.
Right. Well, I suppose I should say my final farewells before I go into that dark night. To Hugo, I understand you have the least to trust of people like me, based on your experiences with this, but I just hope something positive can come out of your situation. The elixir of his plot seems to be out of the equation, so perhaps your brother can find peace, and if there's enough time, you can still save him. Going down the line. Really, I learned a lot about our ancestors tying into life. And if I see she's off screen, I'll just say it anyway.
Mhm.
I can only hope your great, 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 great grandmother can find some redemption for me and the worlds beyond. Also, early in our journey, I saw you also being manipulated by a god, using her own emotional insecurities to project onto you and harm the party.
Wives, am I right?
She was more of a mother figure, but I digress.
Mommy?
Are you reading something into that? Regardless, I never wish to see that sort of pain inflicted onto you or anyone else. And Poppy, you were wise once I began to fall. Once
Whoops.
I fell into the deepest dark depths of manipulation, your keen eyes and wise mind managed to pierce through the darkness and lies. I'm sorry we felt so antagonistic to each other, but
Maybe
in the
at
end
the end
we
of
found
the
the
day,
truth.
maybe it wasn't you, but the people that were using you.
I'm going to try to make another non-verbal eye slide, as we have done a couple times in the past. I just ghost. With all the subtlety in the world, I'm a ghost. It's easy to do. And Godric. I would say the same to Maita if he were here, but when I was first tasked to spy on you, in particular for your powers and abilities, side-eye Kelxor again, I thought nothing of you. I thought you were just a small town boy from Brecton just trying to make it in a big world on his own, and maybe you thought you're above it all, but as I've said, you are a resounding and complicated person. You've mourned your friends, you've navigated the line betwixt gods, the level of autonomy I wish I could have had. You seem free, in a sense. It's what made it the hardest and most painful when I wound up seemingly harming you the most, repeatedly. I don't know if I've left any positive impact on you, but you do seem a changed man after it all. Better for it all. I just hope you continue to burn so brightly and so beautifully amidst the darkness of this world. If only we had had more time.
This is the canon face I'm making. Issa, in the end, it was you who taught me to trust, to open up, and to forgive. Behind this mask of vengeance is a man who just wants to live his life. And because of you, I caught a glimpse of what it could be like were things different. And for that, I'm grateful.
I'm so very happy you've chosen life. I want to live too, but I guess it's the end of my rope, so.
I think Her Majesty the Queen will take care of you. And do say hello to Kraith for me.
If I run into him, should I just say drinks are on Godric, or?
Aye.
I'm sorry, I never really pried into your friendship much. I turn to face the darkness or the light or whatever.
Anissa, as you begin to fade.
Quick, anybody want to say they have a crush on me?
Gondar like reaches up and scratches his side.
Weirdly, Queen Mira's body just starts raising up. Boom.
What's the box?
You're right. I did actually forgot to switch the music. Oops.
Come on, it's my soliloquy. Come on.
I know. Anyways. Just lower it a little bit. What do you miss? Issa, as you start to fade away, for the first time, the pressures that society / all of your various mentors, abusers,
conspirators
have placed on you over the years, for the first time you feel that lift off your shoulders, and in a way you feel free and light for the first time as you begin to fade away.
I close my eyes and tense, awaiting oblivion or whatever.
And you all see Issa disappear. One last order of business with you all. Hugor.
Mm-hmm.
I had some time while I was waiting on you all to get here, and I identified the magical properties of the elixir for Missis.
I was hoping you'd have some good news after putting us through all this.
Queen Mira had said she had contacted a Yonti scientist that she believed could make the potion that would have prepared Issa's body for the full transformation. However, identifying the elixir, I found no transmutative properties, only restorative. I cannot guarantee that this elixir will solve the problem you're seeking, but I do believe that he intended it for you and not for this ritual in the end. It is the only thing I cannot... It is beyond my purview of understanding, and I give it to you for your own unknown, I suppose. It is up to you, I guess, to decide what to do next. If you wish to continue on your journey, take this potion to your brother. I can teleport you all there now.
Technically, it is mine, so I'm taking it.
And Kelpsor hands it to you.
But, teleportation be greatly appreciated. Also, Garrett, how far do you want to go down this? We never talked about his name. My brother's name.
I can tell you what I penciled in if you want.
It's okay. Garrett came up with Jotun's family, so don't worry about it.
Same here. I said nomadic clan poppies not tight with their parents, and Garrett was like, "Hold on, I'll make you a story."
I mean, he's seen my impromptu name.
Hugor and Jugor.
He thought I was naming Dinah Gleebly for a minute.
How are we
I was
spelling
scared.
Jugor?
Jugor.
Oh, okay.
Like Ugar, like right?
Hugor.
Like Jugar, the Dark Mage.
Oh,
Garrett.
I hate all of you. Anyways,
Not
my
with
joke
episode.
is a lot worse than all of that. Anyways, Kelpsor looks around
Gorbies?
the room at you all and says, I better get back to the king and report what I have found. I'm sure I'll have to answer Videk's suspicions at some point as well. So if you all could make it back to Stroni quickly, that would be great. Having some evidence I didn't kill you all would be very nice, I suppose.
Oh, yeah, we're all just here to serve you, and your whole sob story about how you're carrying this terrible burden for killing people behind the king's back. I truly mourn for the hardships you face, Kelxidor.
You know, maybe the king won't miss you. He says, seemingly jokingly, but part of you definitely thinks threat. Definitely a threat. King Mark and I will make arrangements for what's next with the king. See how we can go about negotiating peace. I'm sure it's not going to be a short journey. Yes.
Where was it that Darkon went again?
Back to his village in the Estrax Empire. Yeah.
Before we leave.
Okay.
Good King, Amarkin, Sir Lord Amarkin, Your Highness,
Yes, how may I help you, Asamar?
Yes, we thank you for allowing us to be here in your kingdom. Is there any chance that you could give us passage into Estrac?
Poppy's eyes shoot towards you real fast. And
Kelxidor's does too.
Oh fuck, he works for the king, damn it! I didn't think this through.
I don't think we have any business into Estrax, Godric. I'm not sure why you would bring up such a place.
I asked it. I made my bed, let's lie in it, boys.
King Amarkin says, unfortunately, what you ask is no easy task. Estrax is unfortunately on the opposing side of the desert. I would have to create a hole through enemy lines just to get there. And that is not something I can do on just a mere favor. Especially when we are trying to end a war, not begin a new one.
Alright. Okay, well, if it ever becomes tactically advantageous, I should love to know about it.
Why, Godric?
Yeah, I said in character.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, well, I forget how much of the events of the whole arc were public, so I don't know what to say.
I mean, public as far. You all were there for the Darkarn part of it when he showed up.
How much what can I say that won't get them going? Huh?
No, just throw something out there. You don't know what we know or don't know.
Your official story to the king, if that's what you're asking, is that you agreed to get Satella was going to remove all the dungeons if you all went and killed Darkarn, who kidnapped Waylon.
Yes.
But the king said no.
Yes. All right, okay. Oh, well, I'm just trying to, I would love to see Waylon rescued, is all.
Yes,
that's my
that would. I guess what Kelxor would really say to that is, well, that is not a business that you all should worry about. Familial connections or not.
Oh, wait, do people know about Poppy's familial connections?
Kelxor does.
Yeah.
Oh, Poppy's eyes get real big.
I don't know. Waylon did not tell anybody on the court, is what he told you, Poppy.
Oh. And how would you know about any such connections, Kelxidor? Are you implying that Godric and Wayland might be closer than they appear? Surely nothing else.
He's the spy master, right?
Videk is the spy master.
Oh, Videk, okay.
He is the royal archmage. Kelxidor says, I have made it a business knowing other people's secrets, as you may have seen by now, Poppy. And I will keep your secrets for you for now.
All right.
Oh, well, and what a trustworthy friend you've proven yourself to be, Kelxidor.
Oh no, the teleportation circle is closing. I only prepared it once today. I guess you should get moving.
I just go with Huber. Issa turned to ash, right?
Yes, and all of her belongings.
Sag.
Including the artifact.
I would like to gather up her ashes in a can.
Has the meat been disposed of first?
Yes, I keep my empty cans with me. In my bag of holding. It's pretty easy. I've gotten used to carrying around my dead friend's ashes. It's happened multiple times at this point.
Kelxidor says, as you all are making your preparations to leave, he says, And when you get back to Stroni, do make sure to report back to your advisors. You all are very bad about remembering to do that, apparently.
Mm-hmm.
Well, our advisors don't listen to us, so whatever.
I surely don't listen to you, pointing at Coxador.
I follow Hugo.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gone.
Any other last minute conversating from the
Quick.
crew?
Quick, somebody ask him to fix Mida.
What's Mida, you know?
Yeah.
Where's Mida, guys?
Who's Mida anyway?
Mida has so bad stats. He needs to die. He needs a reroll.
Oh man, only 5 of you now. Sag.
You know, what would our party really be without Mida?
You don't want to answer for that.
Less exciting, for sure.
Less children.
Less children. Less children.
So many fewer alimony payments.
But Hugo, you are teleported, and you, the rest of you as well, right outside of your family home.
Hey, I know this place.
First time back home in months. 2, exactly, I think.
Right. Gonna have to get crafty with the family names. Let's see. Well, I gotta. There's no time. I gotta go see my little bro.
And you walk in, immediately going to your brother's room where he has been on his deathbed, per se. And
You can say it. It's okay.
you walk in, Hugo, and you see your father, Mr. Ganchwin, sitting next to the bed. He looks up as you walk in. Hugo, are you home? You here earlier than I expected.
Yeah, I've well, I guess you know why I've been gone, and just sorry I couldn't have been back sooner. But I think I can fix everything. And guess I turn over to my brother. Hey there, little guy.
And
I could not use his name.
yep, weakly he looks over at you. Hugo? Is that you?
It sure is. How you hanging in there, man?
Oh, I could pick fruit off the trees any day now.
Well, fingers crossed that day will be today. Go ahead and whip this thing out. I'd like to explain to them, I guess, where this came from, but that's kind of a long story. But brother, on my adventures in the Adventurers Guild, I've found this, what I believe to be a cure for this sick curse that Isis has bestowed upon you. I can't promise it will work, but that's all that I have. Is he strong enough to drink it?
You'd have to prop him up, but yeah. As you approach, Mr. Ganchwin steps. Hugo, are you sure about this? This is going to work? Will your brother be saved?
It's always been a gamble, but what's the alternative?
And he steps aside for you to walk to the bed.
All right, let's do this. The shadow snakes crawl back out of Huber's chest.
One last shadow snake for the road.
Alrighty. Yeah, let him start chugging.
And propping your brother up, he takes the potion.
Do you feel different?
So when he walked in, he was very discolored, very purple around the eyes, very like his tongue was black. Very, very much not a look. As soon as the potion kind of makes its way through, the all the discoloration around his body seems to disappear. And he says, Hugo, what is this stuff? It tastes great.
It's an adventurer's potion. Yeah, I guess it worked, buddy. I don't want to let on too much of what happened because
Oh yeah.
he's my little bro. Gotta protect him from the world.
And he's like, I feel so good. I could transform into anything right now. I feel like, and he just jumps up and turns into an eagle
Heck yeah.
and flies around the room. Probably much too quick to be doing wild shape transformations, but you know.
Yeah, but hey, it freaking worked. Look over at my dad, all wide-eyed. That looks pretty good.
He hasn't transformed in months.
Oh,
And then you notice that the eagle starts just growing bigger and bigger.
Okay. Hey, why don't you turn back into Loxodon form, buddy? You need to rest.
Yo, is this supposed to happen?
He breaks outside the window and continues to grow until he's the size of a rock, ROC.
Oh,
Hey, giant bird.
one of those big eagle hawk things.
Yep.
Yep.
Hey.
Bird.
He is
Yeah.
Big Burb.
Yeah. Hey, damn it. I gotta name him now.
I assume the four of you were all like waiting outside looking up at as this giant bird just comes out.
Yo, Rui, is that your great grandma?
No, you obviously saw Hugo's brother do that.
No, we were outside. Hello.
Oh. My bad. Rewind. Well, Otto, I saw my great grandmother earlier. So I don't think she'd come back right now. She's got no reason to.
She loves you very much.
Well, that's true, but she's a busy lady. I don't think that's her. Should we be concerned about this, though?
The rock starts to approach you. Otto, specifically.
Oh, yeah, what's up?
Hugo, I assume you run outside at this point.
Yeah, definitely.
Seemingly trying to communicate to Otto.
Yo, Hugo, what's it saying?
He said, what's he say? Okay. I assume I can speak. I can understand what he's saying.
You think he's just trying to figure out what the hell is this metal soldier doing in the village?
Hey, just change back. Change back. You might still be sick.
What? Is he telling me to change?
No, and he
like that, my brother.
Transforms back into Gargantuan.
Gargantuan.
I called it.
Wow, that was a rush. That was some strong stuff, Hugor.
I'm gonna go up and give him a big old Loxodon hug.
I mean, that was what Isis was trying to do, was trying to make my transformations stronger. And it got me sick. Where did you get that from, Hugor?
Might just be best to leave this in the past, buddy. leave that for your big bro to worry about. Told you I'd always be there, wouldn't I?
And then just appearing on top of your roof, Hugor, is the leader of the village.
Oh, thank God. I thought you were going to bring this.
Calling down to you, the leader of the village, Vozkod, says, Hugor, I didn't expect you to be back in town. Back in the village, rather. And Gar, you seem to be up on your feet. Have you recovered from your illness?
How formal is my relationship with the leader here? Am I like...
Oh, you've probably, I mean, probably the only time you've ever talked to him was when he denied your request to go look for Issus on your own. So probably not, like, super well.
Okay, yeah. Oh. Hi, Voz. Yeah, just out here, actually making a difference. What you been up to?
Keeping the village safe, let's say.
Cool. Really hasn't stopped intruders coming in and infecting the population, but I'm sure you're doing just as well.
You say that and he teleports in the blink of an eye, appearing next to you.
Yo, Misty Step.
Hugor, I have already apologized for not realizing the dangers Issus had to the village. I expect now that your brother is also healed, that we will leave that negativity behind us now. I lost my son because of him. Do not pretend like I do not know the suffering firsthand.
Hugo remembering all this. I'm sorry, boss. Been gone through a lot to get here.
I understand.
Suffered no loss.
I understand. Gar, I'm glad you are healthy. Supposing that Hugor found a remedy after all. Outside of the village. Your path, though not one condoned by the village leadership, Hugor, is one that seems to have worked out for you, both personally and for your family. And I am very happy to see the Gantuans in a happy spot again after all this time.
Oh. He's still out there, though. I don't know what he's up to. I don't know. Seems like he's given up on his endeavors here, I guess, but I don't know. Maybe that just means he's found something worse.
Yes. And I know the recent encounter with him left our very own Kaimol killed. Though that apparently was not Issus himself, it was still involved with him. We got a letter a few days ago from the adventurers telling us of Kaimol's passing.
By the time we got there, it was too late.
I understand that you would have done anything in your power if you could, Hugor.
Of course. Of course. It's one of us.
Nah. Enough formalities. Who are all your friends, Hugor?
Ah, yes. Well, taking my leave from the town, I passed the exam. But these are a few members from my guild. Almost kind of formed one of our own. We have, Godric, Otto, Poppy, Rui, and Shudder. There was more. But these are my friends. These are my adventurers. Everyone, sorry for the rush, but welcome to my hometown.
Glad your brother's okay. I said I'm glad that your brother's okay. I know I might have been wary of the potion at first, but seems like everything has worked out all right.
Guard gets right in your face, Poppy, and says, "Are you dead?
Mhm.
You don't
Do I
radiate
look it?
life. A little bit, but I mean, you don't radiate any natural life energy.
Yeah, I feel like my soul has been rendered into many pieces, and I'm kind of wondering what exactly life means at this point. Maybe
Are you a
that's it.
vampire?
I've been called.
In this one, you're made of metal. That's pretty cool." And he just starts knocking on Otto.
Hey, yo.
Guard,
I did
guard.
not allow this.
Sorry,
Oh,
he's
sorry.
been out for a while.
You have really pretty feathers. Darui.
It's not a bird.
I've seen an Aarakocra before.
They are feathers, though, so I appreciate it.
Yeah,
Yo. Yo, Hugo, how old is your brother?
Why don't you just ask me? I'm 100.
Okay.
Sorry,
Debatable.
youngins.
Wait, how old is Hugo? Hold up, wait a minute.
Supposed to be like
101.
300. We grow up slow, I guess, in this universe. But
Huh. All right.
he's been out for a while though. He gets a free pass.
Hugo,
Yeah.
we still need to find the man responsible. I made you a promise.
Oh yeah.
I intend to keep it.
Yeah. That ship hasn't sailed yet for me either, brother.
I just want to take this opportunity to continue to brood in the corner during this happy moment.
Voscott says, "Well, welcome to our village of Aradale. Is it all of your first times in Washan?"
And who?
It's mine. Came from a really far away mountain town. It's really cold there, and so far it's not so cold here, so I kind of like it.
Sure, we basically have grown a lot of trees that generate their own heat.
That's so cool. The trees where I'm from barely have any leaves on them, so in fact, we barely have any leaves. Or any trees. Sorry, that's what I was trying to say.
Oh, very interesting. Well, I'm sure that you all have given Hugor lots of learnings through your encounters, and I'm sure he has taught you all well as well. Well, take your time in the village, and I can transport you back to wherever you would like to go in Ashana, whenever you would like.
Go back to my guild.
You would like to do that now?
Yes, please.
I'm trying to think of anything I might need to get done while I'm here. I feel like I've become so self-sufficient in the city. Oh,
Wait, so we're just leaving?
Damn.
Y'all are welcome to stay, but I think it's time for me to finally part ways for a while. I think we're out of immediate danger. Hugo's brother looks fine to me, and I think enough of our friends have died for one evening. How about you?
No rebuttal.
Yeah.
Voskar takes a notice of your bracelet, Poppy, and says, "Have you bonded with a soul dragon, by chance?"
Do you plan on killing him in front of me?
Well, no, I don't plan on doing that. It's just very uncommon for anyone outside of Oshan to be Drake wardens per se.
Well, now you've met one.
And I see Hugo has really kept great company. They don't respond to anybody.
Am I within like hearing distance of this?
Oh yeah.
Right. And who is this speaking?
Vozcard, the leader of the village.
Okay. Yeah, well, we saved this dragon's life, so I think it really owes us a debt. And I really think that Puff does a really great job in our party.
You definitely seem to be good people, then.
Well, thank you.
If you'll excuse me, the teleporting portal.
Well, we don't have portals here. Seems like a security issue that we didn't really want in our country.
Skill issue.
But if all of you are ready to go back to Stroni, I assume I can get you all there.
I don't mean to rush the others, but I don't see my presence as necessary here anymore.
I'm gonna use a sword.
You see a sword like at his hip, yes?
I can't remember where Aurelian said he was. Do you know?
Aurelian is in Yodon.
Oh, okay. Well, guess I can't really go there by myself. Or can I? Anyways, Poppy, I'm ready to go too. I think we could just head out. What are we supposed to do, sir, to do that?
Oh, I mean, it's quite simple. To make it simple. Is anybody else going back now, or you have things that you want to do while you're here?
Are there shops?
He points at the ASMR, Godric.
Oh yes, I would like to go as well.
I mean, we have shops for the basic medicinal needs and all that.
Oh, we got those at home. We got shops at home.
The shop's at home.
Annie's apples.
Yes.
Yeah, I guess.
Go ahead.
I guess I'm out.
I mean,
We did the thing. We lost some friends.
I'd love to stay and hang, but we're adventurers. The world's, probably gonna be in danger again if we don't hurry.
Hugo or Gar gives you a look. Kind of looks sad that you're leaving so soon, but then runs up and gives you a hug and says, "Thank you, Hugo."
Oh.
Tell him you love him.
I'll be back soon. I promise. Maybe I could show you the big city sometime.
That'd be exciting. Can I be an adventurer when I grow up, Hugo?
Oh
God!
God!
Did you say you're like 100? Isn't that old enough?
Oh.
Well, I mean, Dad says we don't really get mature until like 150, so I've got a few years.
It's time. There's no rush, and maybe you'll find that you like something else more than adventuring.
Hopefully, by the time you're old enough, the world won't need adventurers. But if it does, I'm sure you'll be more than capable, buddy.
Okay. Bye, everyone. Nice meeting you.
Sweet baby Gar.
You see Gar go back inside. All right, is everyone ready?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And in a blink of an eye, Voskod touches each of your foreheads, and you all teleport back to Stroni.
That seems very efficient.
Damn.
Guys, fast.
I feel like you could have been more helpful.
But yeah, you are teleported back to your keep. And now you all stand there looking at each other after Another set of losses. Did I accidentally get rid of Shorty? Oops.
I didn't think Poppy had the right idea. Taking a break.
I think it's time all of us take a break and maybe think about why we're doing this, because I'm not so sure anymore.
Right, I'm going
For
to
a
see
reference
my
on
advisor.
for a reference on time, it is probably about 11 p.m. Or sorry, it's probably more like 10 a.m. That all happened
The morning.
in the morning. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
Yeah.
I actually need a rest after all that, so.
Oh yeah, I guess I'm still 1 HP.
Oh, me too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. Big
Guys, I'm
sleepy
gonna
time.
go take. It's nighttime, you said?
No,
It's 11. It's at 10 a.m. in the morning.
Oh,
Perfect sleepy time.
We haven't
yeah.
rested, I guess, yet.
Nope.
No. I need some cell slots back, so I'm gonna start long resting.
I think I'd also like to long rest in my bedroom before going to see my guild leader. Is that
Yep.
what we're supposed to be doing?
Kepster
Advisors.
said, Kepster was like, yeah, maybe y'all should report back to your advisors once every so often, but that was just Kelxor that said that. So
Yeah.
Now, which
where
which
does
level of our advisors was that? There's a lot of levels.
I mean, just your flat 7.
You're dead.
This group's
I am-
advisors.
where is Vidic? Is he like in the King's Court,
He's King's
or
Court. Yeah.
is that in the town that we live in? I don't think I've ever put it together.
The castle's is in the town. Yes.
Okay.
Go from there, I suppose.
Okay. I decide to skip resting, and I guess sort of just change clothes into maybe something more formal that I've acquired, because I imagine I'm filthy. Uh and
Puts
I
on her bar crawl dress.
not quite, but maybe like a simple robe. I'm not really sure. Anyway, um I put on a large brimmed hat. I tip it to everybody. Like I have business to attend to. I hope I look like a Van Helsing character. Um, but anyways, and I make my way towards the castle.
Okay. So Poppy's going to castle. Ruby and Godric are going to sleep first before doing anything. Otto, Hugor, what are y'all doing?
Big sleepy time.
Big sleepy time for Otto.
I think so, yeah.
Big sleepy times for everyone but Poppy. All right. All right. Poppy going to the castle. Let's see. How do I want to go about setting up that map? Let's see.
You can keep it minimal for ease.
Yeah, keeping it minimal. Don't worry. The map I'm going to use is not very minimal, so I gotta minimalize it real quick. So going to the castle, of course, there are some guards at the gate. How do you proceed from there?
I'd like to request an audience with Vidic.
I'm sorry, the spy master you want to speak to?
That is correct.
He's not a very friendly type. He doesn't take very many
I
visitors.
look like a very friendly type. I want to see Vidic. And I sort of like bare my fangs at them, I guess.
Make an intimidation check.
Do I look like a friendly type? Rawr.
Rawr.
I rolled a 10. It's not great.
Oh, that's definitely a rawr.
Poppy's not very scary looking.
Actually, verbally goes rawr. Listen. I don't. Are you sure he even wants to speak to you?
I am so tired. I've watched probably and the whereabouts of 10 deaths in the past 24 hours, and I would just very much like to speak to the spy master.
Hold, please. Uh, he's one guard just waits with you, and the other one goes inside to see where Vidic even is.
Pull out a can of meat and just start munching on it, and I offer one to the guard, like, hungry?
Oh, I'm very, very good, ma'am. Thanks for offering, I think.
You're right. I bet you'd probably taste better than this can of meat.
A lot of people have died in the past few days. You look tasty, by the way.
Oh, I can't speak for my taste, unfortunately. Um, Luckily at that moment the other guard comes back. Yes, so Vidic is in a meeting with the king right now, but the king said actually come right away, Poppy, if you don't mind.
Sounds fine to me. And I stow away my snack for later. I don't know, we never eat like in character. It's weird. Just
Listen,
saying.
listen. You ate that one feast that one time.
It's true. We've only eaten once, guys. Anyways.
So walking through, Poppy, you take note of course, the plaque that has the names of all the deceased adventurers as you walk by.
Mhm.
Seeing some recent additions, of course, that you recognize. Noi,
Is Issa's name on there?
Malara, and Issa has been added, which seems to make it very final to you.
I mutter under my breath, so they know already.
And you walk into the throne room and see Videk and Kelpsador talking.
You're here.
Looking up at turning as you walk in, but they seem to have been talking to the king. And standing next to the king are two women that you don't recognize. A woman wearing a crown who seems to be in her 40s, late 40s, and then a young blonde woman on his right that seems to be about 18, 19.
Pardon me, King, for interrupting. I see you've already met with the snake killer.
Why, yes, I figured you could help give a bit of evidence to clear, to help ease Videk's suspicions. Videk seems to
No,
have been very eager to want to kill Kelxador a second
sounds
ago.
like a brilliant plan to me. I mean, after all, killing so many of your fellow adventurers, Calxador, it seems only reasonable that you should also experience the same fate. Perhaps someone will be so generous to bring you back afterwards.
The queen speaks up and says, "Can we please stop talking about killing each other in front of my daughter? We were having a very nice breakfast before you all interrupted."
That must be pleasant for you.
Yes, it quite is.
Hmm.
The king says, I knew I should have picked one of the other adventurers to come clear this up. You're already here, though.
You find something troubling about my presence, my heritage, perhaps anything else? Maybe the company I keep? Maybe you want to kill a few more of my acquaintances.
I can see that you are in high spirits, Poppy.
Hmm.
Can you verify that Kelkstore has killed Zahir?
Oh, that's what you care about. Yes, it has been done. In fact, it's why I'm here. And I pull out Issa's ashes. Your villain is dead at the cost of Issa, I'm sure you've noticed, as her name's already carved in a plaque outside. I thought perhaps you'd be interested in putting the dead to rest, but no. Your grand schemes have come to fruition. Fear not, good king.
The king says, Mabel, Catherine, will you please excuse us for a moment? The queen and Mabel leave the room. We leave it up to the Adventurers Guild to put them to rest, Poppy.
Really? I seemed like Calxador was completely content leaving her ashes on the ground.
Well, it's the Storm Marrows know are very practical. I need no sentimental pieces around to lay the soul to rest, don't you think? I didn't think some natural-born hunter would know about funeral rites. Guess you've attended a few of them recently, though. Learned the ways.
I've never taken death lightly. It has always been something to further my own life, and I have never taken that burden lightly. I am not a savage.
The king says, I will warn you this one time, Poppy. I do not want to tell you to refrain from challenging my decisions and my rule. I do ask very, very nicely to refrain from doing it in front of my wife and my child. That's understood.
Not under the impression that breakfast was held in such proceedings of grim nature.
Videk and Kelxador were very insistent that my breakfast need to be interrupted, whereas my queen was very insistent that I have a meal with them. Serving more than one master is not easy or more than one rule, I should say, is not always easy.
Poppy does a deep bow, and as she does it, says, What a hard life you must lead, Lord.
Videk, does Kelxador's testimony bring you any comforts that he has not betrayed the kingdom? Videk glares between Kelxador, Poppy, and the king for a second. I suppose for the moment I will not have the honor of slicing the Silver Tongue's tongue. Poppy, I understand that you had wished to see me.
Yes, I prefer out of the company of snake killers.
The king says, Kelxador, you are excused. And Kelxador takes his bow and leaves.
Might Videk and I also take our absence?
The king says, yes, you may, but then I would like to see you afterwards, Poppy.
Of course, my liege.
And the king is not going to leave his own throne room, so Videk walks outside.
Yeah, we leave.
So you will assume that you are both outside of the throne room now.
I apologize for the intrusion. My spirits are not what they used to be. But I came for you. I don't know of Issa's family. I regret to say that I know very little of her. I distrusted her for most of our acquaintance, I regret to say, but she always spoke of you with a glimmer in her eye, and I thought perhaps you could take her ashes and put her to rest. And I hand the can over to Vidette.
I, in truth, did not know Issa very well at all, besides what I had dug up on her in a very short amount of time. Kelxador and her fellow Storm Arrows would know her best.
I do not think Tuxedo has the right to such a proceeding.
I believe that is fair enough, and I doubt you would attend anyways, but I would still insist on probably delivering this to her guildmaster.
Then you
It would
can
not...
do it. It is your duty that I entrust to you. No matter what you choose to do, whether it's your own procession or handing it over to the Storm Arrows, I trust you to work in Issa's best interest. Though you might not have known her long, you are one that knows much.
I will deliver this for you then. And he looks like he is about to walk away, but he stops and says, I am sorry about your brother. Again, taking you by surprise.
So you all know then?
Not everyone. I had kept an eye on... I had planted a spider on Waylon when he left suddenly and learned everything that he had revealed to you. And I told the king. That is all.
Lovely. It seems that tragedy is my constant companion these days.
'Tis the life of an adventurer, I assume. But even when you're on top, I should tell you that there's no guarantee. I
It's
lost my
funny.
entire town.
I joined for trivial matters of the heart. I wanted desperately to see a dragon and taste one's blood. Like a savage, funnily enough. And it wasn't until I became an adventurer that one of my greatest friends was a dragonborn, and now I have the privilege of being a Drake Warden. I'm wondering why I ended up in such a place, out of such a small, harmless dream. I feel cursed. I'm not sure I'll ever be the same vampire hunter in the woods with a happy heart, just thinking of how the next meal will taste. I admit I envy the quiet moments, like a breakfast.
I understand somewhat. And the only thing, and you can tell that he's rising with anger, not at you, but in general, that's waiting and trying to walk away after the worst thing in the world happens. It's only going to fill your heart in the quietness with more hate. And that still won't be enough. As he walks away. Leaving you staring at the door.
I take a deep breath and walk back in. My lord, you wanted to see your humble adventurer, and I do another deep bow.
Poppy, please. It's just us. Lose the pleasantries that you don't actually mean.
I wouldn't want to offend your kind sensibilities.
Poppy, make a wisdom saving throw.
Make the situation worse for myself. It's a 15.
The king gives you a glare, and for the first time since Darius, you feel yourself paralyzed with fear. Before he releases it, letting you move again. Enough.
Funny, that felt just like Darius.
Cute. It was merely a practice of my Ashana.
Oh,
What is Ashana?
curse Ashana.
Ashana is the exertion of one soul over another. An innate power that very few possess. Those with very strong conviction, using that power to influence those around them. A power not to be taken lightly.
One that you exert freely?
To make a point, yes.
And what point? Do you think that your exertion of power will ease my grief and change my heart?
No, unfortunately, that is an Ashana I've only seen one person possess.
You want too much of us, the adventurers, I mean. We do our best to serve. We took on Darius of our own free will. We risked our lives willingly, but then in this duplicitous plot, you force us to make sacrifices that we did not consent to, and you hope that I obey you with a happy heart, with real pleasantries. These are the
Oh,
consequences of your actions.
I will make clear that if I had known the sacrifices that your adventurers would have made, it would have been my royal court that would have stepped in instead.
It was your responsibility to know.
You're right, but I did not. Kelxador, for all the good that his decisions ended up with, still lied to me, and he will be properly chastised for it. Do not take the loss of life freely. That's why that plaque sits out there, so that every time I walk into my very own throne room, I will remember the sacrifices of the people who make this all possible.
What do you want of us now? I assume that's why you called.
I wanted to call you back in here to remove the pleasantries and the fakeness in a way that the deck would not kill you immediately for. He's a bit of a testy to those who are flippant to my position because of stature. I wanted to speak honestly between us.
But then you punish me for doing so.
To get your attention because I had asked you nicely not to continue the fakeness that you had.
It is not fakeness, but bitterness. And it will not change. Not anytime soon.
I understand. You have your own grief to go through, and you still have a party member missing. I have committed the deck to searching for him the past few days.
What is the news?
Bedek has found nothing so far. Nothing besides rumors and speculation of another secret organization working in Ashana. He has his suspicions that this kidnapper, who can take people without leaving any evidence, may be connected to Emos's disappearance.
Undoubtedly, it is our responsibility to look into this.
That is on you. I was not going to force your group to do anything next. Your group has its own decisions now to make. Birch and Ashes, before you all left for this new adventure, had come to me saying that you all wished to train a break, yet the hardships were too much. I approved that.
Yes, I think that is for the best. We will, of course, do our duty as adventurers, such as the godless contract that we've created between ourselves. My only request, if you truly feel any regret for this event, is that the orders come from you. I do not want to do the bidding of Kelpsidor or any other agent of this court. If you require us, then surely you could do us the courtesy of sending us the mission yourself. If our lives are on the line, I feel like that is reasonable.
The only contract you as adventurers sign, only duty that you are divinely bound by, is to protect Stroni and its people, should they ever be in danger, as you may recall. As for orders, my orders all will go through the advisors still. There will not be any... Now that I am back and in Stroni, I can give more attention to your group. Again, it is a special project that I have taken interest in. Because I do believe that there might be benefit to a less divided adventurers guild. Your missions will come through them, but first you all need rest, and then training. As you have admitted, fate seems to have taken a special interest in putting your group in dangers that far exceed your experience. Something that I have recognized and recommended training for across the group.
Of course. What a disappointment. Am I excused?
You are excused, Poppy.
I wish things could have gone differently. I had high hopes when I met you. And on that, Poppy dramatically turns on her heel and walks away.
I mean, everyone else taking long rest. So, are you going straight to the keep, or are you going next?
Yeah, Poppy's just gonna go, I guess, to the keep and rest and let everybody else do their character things.
Yep. So it's 8 hours for long rest, whatever. You all wake up about 6. Poppy minus like an hour or plus an hour. Oh, wrong character. Oh, they're not in the keep. Oh, I meant to copy Poppy. She's already here. Boom. Yeah, you all wake up about 6. How goes it? Do you have anything you want to do in the city or around town at all?
I just want to go see Silora.
Silor, okay. Otto, Hugo, or Ruby, anything on y'all's end that you would like to try and do? Before, I guess, just probably waking up, getting your dinner, and then going back to bed after a very very long journey these past few days.
What time is it?
It's about 6 p.m.
All right, I just go straight back to bed.
Okay.
I mean, they said we should check in with our bosses. Did they mean like our group bosses?
Yes, your advisor about like your group of 7. So Cordier, Villar.
Oh, well, then we should probably
All
wait
them.
to do that all together. So, I suppose I'd like to walk to the kitchen of our keep.
Okay. All of the caskets of ale that Poppy bought all that time ago is still in there, magically preserved.
Be careful about touching Poppy's drink. For flavor, I want to drag one of those caskets to Poppy's room, and she's just drinking alone right now.
Yeah. For all the for that party that never happened. But yes, Ruby, you're in the kitchen. I'll do that first. That seems pretty quick.
I suppose I have an apple in my pocket. I'll make a fried apple.
One of those magic apples.
Yeah.
Roll a d20 for me.
Okay.
This is the montage where all the characters finally eat.
13.
13. Recover 3. I mean, you already did a long rest, but you would recover 3 health from this
Nice.
concoction this cooking that you've done.
Nice. All right. Cool. Well, great. I'm gonna eat that up, and I'm gonna go find a drink. I assume I see all those casks of stuff. I'm gonna pull out my Rocky Talkie. Poppy! Come in, Poppy!
Poppy, Huer, and Godric, you're like Godric, you're probably like leaving the keep, and you hear it, so you're still in. Because remember, you don't radio us with everybody. But
oh yeah, that's fine.
yes, Rui says, Poppy, any response from any of the 3 people that hear it?
No.
Okay.
I'll answer after a few tries.
Hugo heard, but he just wanted to wait and see if anyone else responded first. So I guess it's out of pity. Hey, Rui.
Oh. Hey, Hugo. How you doing?
Better. Guess it feels like the first time I've been able to really rest in a while.
Well, that's good to hear. I was just gonna get some of Poppy's drink down here, so I was gonna ask her if I could have some. But I suppose I could just take one and buy her another one later. I'm only gonna take one.
Well, you know what they say, better ask for forgiveness than permission.
That is a good sentiment. Yeah, well, would you like to enjoy one with me?
I think that sounds quite nice, Rui.
Okay, well, I'll meet you in the kitchen.
Group bonding activity.
Ooh, stealing Poppy's alcohol.
Miles Auto because he doesn't have Rocky Talkie.
It's not stealing because Poppy could overhear that conversation and never interjected.
That is true. And Rui does have full intentions of replacing it.
Alright, we're just in our emo Poppy phase.
Godric, do you go to the Storm Air's headquarters to see Salor, or do you go to?
I would go to the headquarters.
Okay. Let me do a quick check for spoilers. Haven't touched this in a while.
Spoilers.
All right, we're good. Control C. Control
Is that
V.
Issa's guild?
Yep. Godric
Nice.
and Issa were the same guild, don't you know?
Oh, don't you know?
Don't you know?
Really
I
special.
think my
bond.
next character, I need to have a Minnesotan accent.
Hey, just wait. I hear Rui died recently, so not beyond reasonable.
All right, but Godric, you are going to headquarters. Do you go straight to Sailor's office? Probably. I mean, you've
Yes.
been here enough to know the layout of
Yep, I'm
To that
not
extent.
interested in conversing with any of my guild members. I don't care.
Take the direct route there. Knocking on the door. Silora says, 1 minute. And then she opens. Then Morthil opens the door, bows to you, and walks away. Yes, Godric, what is it?
I just kind of waltz right in without asking permission, and I sit down and I just kind of throw my feet up like I own the place, and I'm like, say, Silora, Kelxidor said we ought to check in with our advisors, and so I said, I'll check in with Silora and see what she's got going on. So, what's new?
Well, hey, Zoria sent a message about Issa, so I've been preparing for her funeral rites.
Ah, yes.
I just got a report from Morthil and ongoings to the east, but how are you doing, Godric? You and your group have gone through a lot. How are the morale of your group?
Well, morale has been rising and falling. About a day ago it was completely shit, and now Hugo seems to be in good spirits again, so we've got somebody on the upside. As for me, well, after this business with Issa's funeral, I was wondering if I could request assignment.
Assignments? Do you mean just for yourself, not for your group?
Well, I guess I guess I've got to stick with the group. I just I want to make it known that I wish the guild should use its resources on locating the old wizard of Lucius Vana. I wish to chase down any leads or provide any sort of help I can. To that.
Lucius Vonner. That is an interesting name that you have brought up. What do you know of Lucius Vonner, Godric?
Well, truly not much. Only that he ran in the village where I was born, and he had something to do with some sort of dark magic on me when I was born, and locked himself in his tower. Well, so I thought, and kind of abandoned the village. And he's got a lot of answers to questions I have.
And if I recall right, that was your group's first mission, correct?
Indeed, and the tower collapsed on us, and Darius, was there, and very messy.
Yes. Well, I just recently heard from Ashes that the king officially closed the Lucius Vonner matter and has forbidden is not maybe the right word, but will not reopen the case, let's say.
No guild resources, then.
Correct. I wish I could tell you why, but the king... I believe the king is reevaluating the bounty book.
What do you mean?
Maybe putting Lucius on said bounty book. Making him a threat that cannot be investigated without the king's approval.
I can't say it's a rash decision. Probably warranted, all things considered. But...
True.
Silora, when's the last time you did something the king didn't want you to do?
Why, I've never gone outside the king's orders.
Never been a rule breaker.
No, I've not.
Shame. Well, I thank you for the information. As I said, I did come to check in, so is there any news on anything that might befit our group as our next activity?
You all will be beginning training tomorrow, from what I understand. Every first year adventurer has been put on a immediate training duties, I should say.
I see.
I believe Courtier is going to be leading your training, at least the first part of it.
Not that guy again. Can't you get me someone else, please?
He is merely supposed to be evaluating your group, though I can't say how well he'll do that. But it is out of my hands, unfortunately, and Chandrell's.
And as my feet are still on the desk, kind of casually, I throw them off, and I say, "Oh, right, thanks, boss. Appreciate the info." Oh, and I start to take my leave, and I go, "Oh, before I take my leave, is there anything you need from me?"
No, Godric, but I do, again, apologize for the dangers your group has been put through and the hardships that they've been put through recently. This group was supposed to be something that could unite the adventurers, yet I feel the dangers and tribulations that you have all gone through have only divided you further, unfortunately, from the rest of the adventurers.
Well, it certainly divided Kraith and Issa from us, I'll tell you that.
Yes.
But I say this with no malice in my voice. I know not what fate has befallen them, but I know that I will see them again one day. And despite the king's wishes, I will see Lucius again soon too. I think that'd be all.
Careful, Godric.
Thank you, boss. I'll see you around. And I take my leave.
Make an insight check for me.
Sorry, app closed. Can't do it on the computer because I am running the stream off of it. Skills. Boop. That is spells. Skills. Insight. 16. The dreaded 7.
You, as you're walking away, kind of have left the headquarters, you realize that Silora never told you couldn't investigate.
Yep.
She just told you what the king had said.
Policies.
And you feel that was very intentional. Though part of you might just be constructing that on your own. But you picked that up, I think.
Official policies to arrest the vigilante known as Batman on site. That's all I'm saying.
Godric, where do you go next?
I'll just leisurely go on a stroll back to the keep.
Okay. It will be. It's getting dark as you leave. It'll be dark by the time you get to the back to the Strawberry Keep, Strawberry Palace, whatever we're calling it these days. Rui and Hugor, you are partaking in the drink. Any role playing that you all would like to do?
I guess we're just hanging out, having a little R&R, yeah. Finally. Well deserved, right, really?
Yeah, I think so. I'm really glad your brother's okay.
Yeah, he's sorry if he was a bit much earlier. Hope you can understand being bedridden for God knows how long.
Oh, I can quite understand. I don't blame him at all. I mean, I like to fly around too, so I don't really blame him.
I just want to mess. I just want to just be messing with one of the torches in the courtyard, just like messing with the flame.
Yeah, I imagine Poppy's just drinking alone in her room like a sad girl.
And
Godric.
Otto is back in rest mode again.
Does Godric now have a walkie-talkie?
I do.
He does.
Did you hear that we were in the kitchen?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm thinking about Lucius.
I see. Well, Hugo, what do you think we'll do after this? I mean, we've already been through a lot. We've already done a lot.
Surely you haven't forgotten about Mida so quickly.
Well, that is
You'll find
true.
him.
We will have to find Mida. Out of character, he was taken by Tonadite. That's
Yep.
right. Yeah, you're right. That pesky little rabbit thing came and got him. We do have to find him. Do you have any leads on that?
Heck no.
Hmm.
I feel like we're in the right spot for that.
The wrong spot?
The right spot.
Oh, the right spot. I was waiting for it. Yeah, I agree. Well, maybe we'll just have to wait and see. I know we got to check in with our advisors, so maybe they'll know something.
Yeah, I'm sure they'll have something else worked up for us. The world's about due to end again, right?
Feels like the world's always about to end.
Do you think the
Well-
other guilds have it as tough as we do?
I don't know. Because you see, the other guilds are different than us. I mean, we're all from the other guilds.
Yeah.
So maybe because we're a special group, we get special projects.
Yeah. Personally, I think it's about time we earned our own guild.
Now, Hugo, I don't think that's a bad idea at all.
I mean, we practically are already, right?
Maybe we should talk about it tomorrow when we go see our advisors.
Maybe it's the alcohol, or maybe you, but we got a good idea here.
Can I have a constitution save for the
Yeah, sure.
alcohol?
Yes, go ahead.
About this time, I would like to waltz into the kitchen.
Sure. You walk in. Constitution saves for my 3 drinkers, real quick.
Okay. 17.
Oh, it was really almost so bad. 14.
17, 14, and please be another nat 1. Poppy always gets a nat 1 while drinking.
We need a fourth nat 1. Come on.
Poppy, did you roll a constitution saving throw?
I did not. Hold on. Can y'all hear me, by the way?
Yes.
Now since you're unmuted.
Uh-oh. Your video's gone.
And she muted
And
herself.
she's muted.
Well, but anyway, y'all can carry on. Up there. Wait.
She rolled a 7.
Yeah,
Nice.
sorry. I was using D&D Beyond on my iPad, and now I'm also on my iPad. So, conflict of interest. The point is, I'm probably drunk.
Probably. Anyways, Godric, you walk in as they're talking about making their own guild.
I just give him like a and just keep my head straight for the barrel.
I'm gonna stop him. Godric, come on. I mean, we've all been thinking it, right?
I mean, listen. As soon as we get out from under these micromanaging guild leaders, we can do stuff we want to do, like go find Lucius Varner.
We could. Hell, there goes.
Things
Or we could go. What's the mad scientist's name? We could go fuck this up.
Exactly. See, if you ask me, the leaders are the incompetent ones. They don't even know where they're sending us or what we're doing.
I'm just like raising my glass. Like,
Actually, they do know what we're doing next.
You know about
they just choose not to tell us.
Oh, Oh, well, I mean, you just gotta ask him, right? Kelxidor told us to go check with our advisors. That's what I did. I know what we're doing tomorrow.
You went to see your advisor?
Yeah, why wouldn't I? I was rested.
What? I thought we'd all go see all the advisors together.
That's... I'm so sorry, Kayla. I guess that's why I'm in the Storm Arrows, then.
Well, Godric.
As I fill up my drink, I turn the tap on as I say that.
Well, I mean, I guess you're right. Maybe, I don't know. I just figured they were all of our advisors, so we'd all go together. And, this is drunk Rui. If the Storm Arrows liked you so much, maybe they send you on missions with the Storm Arrows. Not all of us.
Well, we are in a special group, Rui. And,
That's what I was telling Hugor. Special group, special projects.
I think you're using the wrong G word.
What?
Never mind.
Guys?
Are we all just actually drunk?
Anyways, I start down in my drink. Here comes the con save. That's a 17 for the con save.
You're good. You're coasting.
Poppy only keeps the best liquor casks. I hope you'll all appreciate that purchase right now that she made impulsively.
Oh, I'm appreciating it. Don't worry.
I'm appreciating a second cup right now as I fill it back up.
I think I'd also like a second glass. Godric, can you fill mine up, please?
I just hand her my glass that I just filled up, and I take hers and start filling it for myself.
Oh, thanks.
Anytime.
I'm gonna cheers Hugor.
Yeah.
I start drinking out of the faucet.
To our special group.
Yeah, meanwhile, Poppy's just blasting Evanescence and Papa Roach in her bedroom.
Sometimes I don't know why.
Otto is sleeping, but wasn't even invited.
I'm going to drink the rest of my drink that's in Godric's cup. Oh, at 13.
No coasting.
Rui has a very strong tolerance this evening.
This evening?
This evening.
Dying will do that to you.
It will. It toughens you up. Well, Godric, since you know so much about what we're doing, why don't you enlighten us?
Beans.
Yeah, see, I was wondering why you didn't ask me. I mean, I said I knew what we were doing, and then nobody said anything. So, but we're training.
Oh, where at?
It's about time.
Oh, I don't exactly know, but apparently, and I get very annoyed. Cordier is coming to get us tomorrow, and we're gonna go train.
Oh, do I know who Cordier is? I know I know that
Did I say his
name.
wrong?
Guild Master of the Searing Ash.
Oh,
Yes.
whose guild is that?
It was Kraith's.
Oh, Wes Crates. Okay. Oh, well, I'm sure Cordier will teach us a lot of good stuff.
Well, he was our original head advisor, and he was demoted after the Darius incident.
No, that's Kaiser.
Oh, it's Kaiser. Okay, cool.
So
All right.
that was Kaiser. Very
All
different.
right, good. All right, I had conflict of interest there.
Cordier was the guy who lost his axe to the same chick that stole everything from Hugor.
Yes, that's right. Oh, yeah. Well, anyways, he's coming to observe us, and then I guess we'll be placed with a mentor after that.
Oh, well, that's exciting.
That last bit was just conjecture. I don't actually know what they'll do after they observe us, but I know we will be getting observed.
Oh. Well, good to know. I guess we ought to rest up, make sure that we can show them our stuff, and impress them.
Yep. I pluck a bead off Twilight Blaze and I just throw it over the wall.
Godric, I don't know if you should be doing that.
Why not? It's great fun. I pluck another one off. You want to give it a go?
Well, I mean, can I?
I don't know. You can draw.
I'm gonna take the bead.
Uh-huh.
Did you throw it over a wall?
Yeah.
We're in the kitchen.
I guess out the window.
Okay.
I'm going by where our characters are, which are like in the center, but whatever.
I throw it through the window.
A few seconds later, this old lady just pops her head. Hey there! Hey!
Hi, ma'am.
What you doing the bomb for? It's 7 o'clock at night!
Where did you come from?
Ma'am.
I'm from down the street! Hey!
Ma'am, there's no manager tonight. You need to leave.
Wait. You lucky my husband Shark Tooth died. I'd have you. I'd have him cut you up with the pebble and the slingshot.
Was he the rock? Oh, he was the slingshot seller.
Shark was your husband? I'm sorry, madam. I drunkenly keep drinking my drink.
Ma'am, we're so sorry. Would you like a cask of alcohol?
Well, yes, I would love a cask of alcohol. Thank you.
You suffered great loss too.
And I take it over to the window to her.
12.
This is
12 con save.
If we invite this lady, it's just gonna be one after the other. We're gonna have a rager. That's a special group.
Man, that's good for nothing. Shark Tooth's fine. Did something good for me.
Hey,
Cheers.
We met Shark Tooth.
You knew Shark Tooth.
Well, I was a wife, but my husband, and that's kind of true. We did pull that scam a few times, but anyways, I paid off one more time, eh? And she starts walking down the street with the cask of ale.
I believe we've just been had, Rui.
With one of my casks of ale?
I'll replace it.
You don't know what's going on. Get out of here.
That's true.
Well, Godric, you might be right, but we did throw a fireball at her, so.
You know what? Just for that, I'll throw another one.
This time a guard pops up.
Oh no.
Oh,
I'm gonna help you.
So we've had some complaints about bombs in the area. Are you all okay?
No, just fine here. Thank you.
Good.
No bombs.
Good. Mrs. Sharktooth was complaining that she makes some shit up sometimes, but
Yeah.
anyways,
She came in here yapping about some sort of bomb, and then she stole some ale from us.
oh, I'll go chase it down.
All right, thank you, good Sir Knight. I shall reward you handsomely upon your return.
Let me roll a perception check for this guard. Nope, doesn't find her. Does not come back.
Thank God.
As my my tavern is empty, I'm like, well, I guess I better go back to sleep.
I'm gonna get a quick midnight snack before bedtime.
On the strawberry tree.
Oh yeah. You guys hungry?
I can get a bite.
I could eat. I had the fried apples earlier, but I could eat.
Yeah. They should be pretty ripe by now. They've been growing these things forever.
They're pretty big.
Woo. Start climbing the stairs, get up out of there. How's my tree doing?
What the fuck?
It's beef ghosting.
That means
I don't know if you can take a strawberry, Kenny. This.
Holy shit!
I should have been on our bingo board.
Give me fucking rips one.
I would love it if Peevco was on the bingo board because that dog is such a character. I love him.
Oh man, but yeah, those are some pretty big strawberries by now. Yeah, they're honestly, there's a few of them that are about Mida sized at this point.
Ooh.
So pretty big, pretty big.
I want to leave whatever the.
Are you
biggest one
body
is,
shaming?
I want to leave that one there.
I didn't say there's anything wrong with the size. It's not shaming.
I want to leave whatever the biggest one is. I'm going to leave that one and pluck a few of the others, and we'll just start. I'm sure they're probably pretty tasty.
No shame.
Well, I don't want to speak to how much you can eat, but I really think Rui and I could split one and be just fine.
Cheek stuff.
Yeah.
Over. I have like 2 of them.
Oh, hey Rui, you still have my dagger?
I thought I gave it to you.
I don't remember if you did or
I
not.
don't think he did.
You definitely picked it up.
You
You definitely picked it up again. But yeah.
Yeah, I think we threw it at somebody and then I picked it up again. So, yes, I do have your dagger still. Here you go.
Oh, well, thank you. And I use it to cut the berry.
It's like carving a turkey.
This is all in my drunken stupor.
Yep.
Just hacking at it. Eventually, alright, here's your half. Yours is slightly bigger than mine. You got the big
Oh. Well, thank you. I start eating it. Like, kind of ferociously.
Cool. Well, after a delicious snack, I'm just going to meditate with plant growth on my tree for a couple hours, keep it growing healthy before I assume we're going to head off to bed soon.
Yeah, I think it's time for me to hit the hay, fellas. So I'm going to bid you all adieu. And I'm going to walk up to my room.
Cool. Hugo, are you going back to your room? God, you going back to your room?
Yep.
Everyone going immediately to bed, or?
Yeah, sure.
No other late night shenanigans from anybody?
I just look, as always, I look down the hallway. How about I go into my room?
Yep.
Do I see anything?
No.
I suspiciously close myself behind the door. Like, not looking away to the last second.
Mm-hmm. Nope, not one thing. Alrighty. If everyone is going to sleep, then I have some dreams for Godric.
Oh!
Finally! They're here!
Does Godric make the honk shoo sound as he sleeps?
That's copyright.
I make that.
The fire is shooting out.
Yeah.
But anyways, Godric, as you dream, you have nightmares. First, of Kraith's death again. Where Kraith calls out as he falls into the river Styx. Godric, why did you save me? I didn't have a good Kraith voice there, but
I'm sorry.
Your next nightmare is of Issa as she's fading away. It should have been you, Godric. It should have been you.
You're right. It should have.
Your last nightmare is of Mida in a cage of shadows.
Oh.
As he says, "Help me, Godric. Help me."
That's a good voice.
You, at the Godric cue card, you are awoken in the middle of the night by a elf standing at the end of your bed, Rowan saying, Godric!
No! Yeah.
As he
Yes?
stands in your room looking down at you.
Yeah, yes.
We have some things to talk about, Godric.
Who is this?
Rowan of the elf family.
Oh, I see. This is the one who tried to talk to me at the inn, but I never got the chance.
Yep. And they attacked the savants group.
Yep. Gosh. Yeah, sorry, you caught me at a bad time. Let me collect myself here, and we can go up and speak. Unless you'd rather speak here in private.
We should probably speak here in private, Godric. You see, I need you to come with me.
Alright, I'm not opposed, if you just tell me what for.
You have a connection to a god, yes?
I think that's really up for debate at this point. It's possible. It's more possible than not, I would say, at least.
Well, my group has been going around collecting different connections to the primordial gods for my master, who wants to find out the truth behind this world.
And who is that?
My master is Lidovos.
Oh. Is that the dragon?
Yep.
I guess I don't know anything about that in character.
I think Kraith has mentioned it once, or is that just Amida that one time? Carson, do you know off the top of your head?
Cannot confirm or deny if I've spoken to others about it.
Yep, you definitely heard of Lidovos before, because the Dragon Evolution War thing that's been mentioned before. As far as specific Kraith connection, we'll say no at the time being.
Well, Lidovos, eh?
That is correct.
You know, some things you hear, you're surprised to learn even now that even the oldest of myths has some truth to them.
True, and I can offer you a few things that might entice you to come with me, though, quickly.
I'm yes.
And as his red eyes pierce the darkness, he says, well, for one, we have Maita.
Okay.
And two, I can reunite you with Kraith. Or rather, Lidovos can.
Was it my Kraith or Lucius question? It was my Lucius question that was taken away. And my Kraith question answered was not under the circumstances I thought.
Not under the circumstances that you would like.
Okay. You know, for some way, I'm not surprised to hear you say that. But, I was supposed to train tomorrow. But, they say the best training's on the job, wouldn't you agree?
Of course. Like I said, we need you for a ritual.
I don't like the sound of that, I gotta be honest.
Didn't think it would sound great, no, but my master can explain everything to you. But it must only be you. Do not want to endanger the rest of your friends.
Oh, so I'll be in danger.
Perhaps if they don't agree with how things go.
I would not like to give an answer this moment. I would simply like to ask, what if I say no?
Then I would be forced to take you without your permission, I suppose.
Alright, well, I suppose there's no use in fighting it yet. Might as well hear Lidovos out. If what you say is true, I will gladly speak with him.
Well, we must go off to Lucille. Are you familiar with the country?
Am I?
You have heard that it's the witch country, yes?
The land of the witches. I should very much like to share a drink with one.
Oh, unfortunately, you do not see much time for that.
I can be quite charming. We'll see what happens.
Well, if you are willing to go, then let us go. I must go up to your courtyard and meet with Tiana and Jasper.
All right, one moment, please.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm gonna take my on the way out. I would like to take my dagger that Rui gave me and just like stick it in my door.
Rowan looks between you and the dagger and says, "Is that supposed to be a sign for your friends?"
Who's this, Rowan?
Yeah.
Rowan, you ever heard of a sock on the doorknob?
No need to elaborate, I suppose.
And I just continue on without pressing the issue further.
And going up to the courtyard, assuming you follow the entire way.
Yes.
Appearing, kind of, they were hiding behind the strawberry tree. Appear, Jasper and Tiana. Jasper says, "Gajik, you have decided to come willingly."
Oh, yes, I figured there's no need to fight just yet. I can be a reasonable man, but I can also be unreasonable.
Oh, please, we do need you in one piece. We would not want to do anything to harm that relationship.
Can I just like put my hands in my pocket and like click on the walkie-talkie while talking to the
Make a stealth check, yeah.
skills? Come on, baby. Nope. 5. I have disadvantage and I only needed to roll once.
You touch it, you fumble with it, and it just falls out of your pocket. Tilana says, are those the sending stones that we had sold you all?
Oh, yes. Must have slipped out of my pocket.
Well, you wouldn't mind leaving that there then, I suppose.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's not like it's gonna work. Yeah, I assume. Unless we're going next door, and then, maybe I'd like to keep it, but...
No, we are going to Lucille. We're just waiting for Max and Shara to see if they've retrieved what they came to Strony for.
And what might that be?
A connection to another god.
It wouldn't be old Lucius Bonner now, would it?
Rowan says, no, Lucius is not connected to this.
Wise words. Alright, well, I suppose we better be on with it.
Max and Cher should be here any moments now. If they got into trouble.
You guys want a drink? We got plenty of ale. I was just drinking
We don't.
myself.
Jasper says, we don't drink on this job, but thank you for the offer.
Well, you mind if I do?
Yes, we do.
Oh, alright, well.
At that moment, coming running through the courtyard door, come a very disheveled, beaten up Max and Shara. We didn't get it. We didn't get it. Oh, whoa! He's on his way. He's on his way. Sorry, Rowan. What do you mean he's on his way? Not only did you fail to retrieve the item, you also alerted him to our presence. Shara says it was Max's fault. Completely, yes. Well, listen. I thought we had it. His Ashana was a lot more aware than I was ready for, I suppose. Didn't realize it was something you could just have on while you're asleep, but Kaiser is a bit strong. We suspected, I suppose. He is on the way. And answering from kind of standing on top of the wall is Kaiser. If I have his character model pulled anywhere, probably in that. Hold on, please.
Please hold.
Please hold.
We need a DM loading
Technical
screen.
difficulties already? Damn.
Hey, we got pretty far. Anyways,
Like
Kaiser.
our sponsor, Nelson and Murdoch, attorney at law, New York.
Kaiser appears on the wall and calls down. Consorting with spies, are we, Godric?
No consorting here. Just probably not strong enough to take all of them myself, so I figured I'd hear them out.
Well, don't worry about that. I'll kill them all now for trying to steal my artifact.
It's all artifacts they want.
Yes. Mine has a connection to Dendar the Night Serpent. I assume they want yours because of its connection to Tyranthraxus.
Well, they wouldn't exactly tell me, but, that seems pretty logical.
Are the other members of your guild safe?
My guild or my team?
Your team.
I don't actually know. I'd be lying to you if I said I did. Last I saw them, they was all asleep.
Well, the fighting will sure wake them up when I kill all of these bastards. Rowan steps forward and says, "No need to do all of that, Kaiser. You could have just come peacefully. We just figured Godric was probably a bit more reasonable than you didn't talk to. Plus, we have a bit of collateral with Maita that you might have been interested in."
I mean, hey guys, listen. I already got Maita revived once. I mean, at this point, what more can I do for him?
Also, Godric needed. They are all very attentive on Kaiser if you want to treat on that stone.
Yes, I would like to. Perception, you said?
It's stealth, we'll say, because they're distracted. You
okay.
Have advantage, so it'll cancel out the disadvantage you have, so you can...
That's going to be a 16.
You successfully turn it on without them noticing.
I just want to... Can I use thaumaturgy to make my voice boom and yell?
Yeah. Yes, you can.
Who doesn't have a walkie-talkie? Everyone but Otto has one, so I'll yell. Artorian!
Hugo, Rui, and Poppy, you are all awoken or out of your stuppers, per se, by a loud Artorian. Otto, make a perception check.
$17.
You are also woken out of mode by this loud booming voice of Godric saying your full name.
What time is it now?
It is about midnight.
Do I know it's Godric?
Yeah, it definitely sounds like Godric.
All right, yeah. I mean, I can't really act tired or anything. I don't even think I can be tired. I think it's more of just like a shut off, shut on type feature. So yeah, let's just follow the noise.
You're also completely aware of your surroundings during Sentinel mode.
Yeah, that's true. This is true.
Yeah. So you start moving through the corridors. Hugo or Poppy and Ruby, you are also, because God just has it on, you also hear the rest of this. As Kaiser says, now, please, your friends, Rowan, didn't exactly explain why you were trying to take my item and kidnap Godric. So please be a bit more enlightening. What purpose you seek us for before I kill you all? Rowan says, "'Tis no malice to either of you. We just seek to use your connections to the primordial gods to find out the truths about our reality." That is what Ludovos wants.
Can I throw a knife at my window at the man?
Who are you throwing it at?
The one that was trying to kidnap Godric.
I guess the one closest to Godric is Rowan, so go ahead.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Should have kept the bead. Damn it! You should have kept the bead.
Dang.
Imagine.
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 Okay. That's spring attack. Could have been worse. 14.
As you hit, Rowan says, "Don't bother rolling damage. I'll tell you why in a second." He pulls out the dagger and throws it to the ground and says, "We wanted to do this nicely, but since you now have orchestrated Godric, we'll have to take you by force. Elven family, let's just show them our real forms." As all 5 of them begin to transform, breaking their polymorphs.
Transformers, robots elves in disguise.
Not copyright, by the way.
That's I said elves.
We do not own rights for that.
We don't own that.
As Tialana turns into a adult black dragon.
Oh.
That's cool.
As Shara turns into an adult blue dragon.
Remember,
Shara had the blue tint to her skin. Tialana had the black painted fingernails. Max
this is the family that was at dinner?
This is the elf family that y'all bought items from before. Tons of things bought from him. From them. Max is the one who turns into a green adult dragon. He has the green eyes.
So the Infinity Dragons.
Rowan with the very heavily emphasized red eyes turns into a adult red dragon.
The Chaos Dragons.
And Jasper turns in with his very snowy white hair, turns into an adult white dragon. At this point, Godric, do you feel what is Godric? What is going through Godric's head at the moment?
Man, I should really upcast Spirit Guardians.
Oh no. Did he freeze for everyone else?
Oh no, full person.
You froze, Godric, after upcast.
I said, man, I should really upcast Spirit Guardians right now.
Hugo, are you like
adult dragons? But you know,
Ruby, you definitely see a dragon grow outside your window. Hugo, you probably were a little bit slower to the city, so just very tired waking up. You just look outside your window, hoping to see the day. Pull aside the drapes. You just see a black dragon.
I opened the. Yeah. All right. Yeah. About that
time. Poppy from your tower, same thing. You probably do it a bit more tactfully, looking through the window and see 5 dragons roaring in the night.
Yeah, I don't know if I should be hungry or just really turned on.
Oh, this is your chance.
And Otto, you run right through the front courtyard door, open the door, see 5 dragons.
What do you do?
Godric, is this why you called me? Because I am not well equipped for 5 dragons.
You know, they want dragons when I called you. And they are dragons now. You should have come sooner. What took you so long?
I mean, this place is big, and I no comment.
Anywho's it's. We will cut with one last thing as kind of standing at another tower hidden, staring down at the situation, is a dragonborn with emerald scales.
Oh, bingo.
And we'll cut for bingo as we finish this episode of Ashana Rising. Very fun session, everybody. Very good role playing. Quick thing, tomorrow we will be doing, if you've been like, man, I really like what they're doing with the Avatar Legends stream and all that, but man, there's already 6 episodes out. How will I ever catch up? We're doing a season 1 recap of Avatar Legends stream tomorrow. Check us out at 7. We will be recapping and talking about our favorite moments from season 1 of Avatar Legends, our Avatar role-playing game. So tune in for that tomorrow. Thanks to the usual peoples that make this possible for us. Usual resources we use anyways. Patreon.com/Peku/Borobound for our two main map resources. Tokens pulled from all over the place, such as our very own Meg, D&D Beyond, Paperforge, Roll20, and so on and so forth. Music will be referenced in the VOD. This is my favorite music. I've been waiting. I have had this picked out since we started having music for this reveal right here. Very fun. Very awesome. Anyways, hope you had your bingo cards at home. See you tomorrow for Avatar. See you next week for Ashana Rising. Or yeah. Ashana Rising. We'll say Ashana Rising.
Have a mighty fine evening.
Beautiful.
Good stuff.